We were ISUPK, one of the commanding general hunters, ISUPK Minnesota, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I got 2 questions. Why y'all out here today?
I'm here for my family that, you know, a lot of them are immigrants and they can't really come out and protest or like have a voice out. And I'm the only one of my family who could do that, and I just came for them, you know?
Okay. And my other question is, one of the things I noticed about America, it don't seem like they actually want to start fixing the problem until it gets gentrified. You know, you remember the drug epidemic was real bad, but until it was gentrified, until it started, the opioid crisis happened, it was a addiction. Now it's substance abuse disorder.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking domestic terrorism, right? This is like that's what it's being deemed, domestic terrorism. Do you think that if now that domestic terrorism is being gentrified, that they will start to fix this problem with ICE and Trump and ICE and the police? Do you think if domestic terrorism being gentrified like it has been today, do you think that would cause them to fix the issue that ICE is causing to our people?
I feel like, to like reiterate the question a little bit, it's like you said, it's hard to like fix all these problems, and especially when like, you know, sometimes it's majority of people who are affected are like minorities. And now, like, even though it wasn't a minority, we're all still together. We're all still like a group, and I feel like it's gonna be hard to make changes because, like, you know, people don't really pay attention to what's going on, or like people are really ignorant. I haven't seen a lot of like Facebook comment posts about like Minnesota residents who like don't. They're like, oh, like get them out, they deserve it, this and that, but. I don't know, it's a hard topic to like.
You know what though, like, my problem is,
as long as we all stand together, we all
on that all the time.
You know, treat each other as equal, we can probably have a chance to fight.
What you just said made me think about. You remember the Mexican sister that they stomped the baby out of her stomach the other day. You see, it wasn't all of this when that happened, but when they, like I said, when that was domestic terrorism. But when this domestic terrorism happened. Now that it's gentrified, now the whole city is out. The mayor is calling for ICE to go away.
Right.
So that's why I was asking. Like, it seems like unless domestic terrorism is gentrified, there's not going to be a stop to it.
Yeah, that's true. But it's also like, regardless of like, you know, whatever, we all have to like try to stick together to just be one. Because like if we don't stick together, you know, they want to put fear on us, and it's like we all have to be strong. We have to stick together. Like how they were talking about over there, it's like, you know, if we don't support one another, if we don't treat our neighbor as equal, we won't really get nowhere. And it's like, it's the harsh reality, but we just gotta all stick to it as a team.
Hey man, thank you. I appreciate y'all talking to me.
Thank you. Have a good night.
What's your name?
Eli.
Eli, I'm Kadad. Eli, we are ISUPK out of 125th Harlem, New York. I'm the commander general of GEN.YAHANNA. And I just want to ask, what are you out here for today?
What am I out here for? I mean, the administration's violating our basic human rights. Like, we all deserve to, you know, exist in our space. We should be allowed to exist in our homes without this fear of them coming out, you know, running us down in the street and gunning us down. That's fucked. That's messed up.
Absolutely, I understand completely. So my question was for people. So, you know, we know it seems like in my time on this planet, I've noticed that America doesn't seem to fix things until they start to be gentrified. You know, I came up in, you know, the drug epidemic. It was a called addiction, crackheads. Now since it's been gentrified, it's called substance abuse disorder. It's a problem. So I was wondering, do you think that now that domestic terrorism is essentially being gentrified today, that they will actually do something about what ICE has been doing to everybody else all this time? Do you think the gentrification of domestic terrorism will make a change, make the government change what they've been doing?
I don't know what you mean by gentrification of domestic terrorism. Can you talk me through that?
So, like, you know how when they come into like the community would be bad, it's terrible, and then they'll raise the property value and move in the rich people.
Yeah.
Then they change the neighborhood, and they make that neighborhood good, put some Starbucks around.
I got gentrification, but like, what do you mean by gentrification of?
So now that ICE has been stomping babies out of women, ICE has been snapping families apart, and none of this has happened. But now that it's happened to the other community, now everybody's in an uproar. And everybody's coming out. And so it's essentially been domestic terrorism has essentially been gentrified.
Gotcha.
And so I'm saying, like, if that's the only way it seems like they're going to fit. Now it seems like the mayor is calling for ICE to leave, fuck ICE and all of this. And it just seems like it didn't happen until the gentrification of domestic terrorism, something that's been happening to blacks and Hispanics forever.
Gotcha. No, I think we're still fucked. You know, like, I'd love to think that some people need to do something taken in their own hands. I don't think it's going to hurt to have everyone on the same side, but like, fuck.
I appreciate it, man.
For sure.